Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. Today we're gonna keep building on the hotel and I've asked you the question whether or not we should go ahead and keep this water geyser, and you guys actually had a phenomenal idea, and that is using this part right here in order to build an aquarium using the salt water we get from the geyser. Now I really like the idea. This way we don't have to do some weird stuff with the debug menu, and all we have to do is enlarge the room and maybe even exchange some of this stuff here with glass panels. So let's say this room right here is gonna be all glass panels right there, and then also the room here at the bottom is gonna be all glass panels just like that. This means we can get rid of everything inside the room itself. Then I think for now we also need to make our way inside of it in order to take apart the pump and everything. Also the geyser becomes dormant in 17 cycles. I don't think I want to wait this long. We're just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Naturally, this also means I need a whole bunch more glass. Let's maybe up the priority here. Or are we still crafting stuff? No, actually, yeah, we're still crafting the granite to sand. Maybe I just initiated that. Gosman is radiation vomiting. What the? Wait a second. Where are you? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to refill the refrigerator there. I think this is actually going to be rather bad. That's 175 rats here per cycle. The liquid cargo though is on its way back, currently in flight, so there's not much we can actually do, can we? Let's see, how bad is it gonna be? I don't think that's bad. I think Gosman can just radiation vomit everything out of the system. By the way, in the comments you mentioned that the vertical wind tunnels, actually 3 duplicants can use them at the same time, so we're not going to be needing this many, and I've been thinking about replacing one with a industrial sauna. No, wait, just a normal sauna, not industrial. Now, of course, I cannot have May and Nisbet wasting their time here, so we're just gonna disable the buildings, and I might also take this apart. Actually, we can just let them enjoy their time for now. Like, Nisbet is gonna be extremely happy. And we can also see this seems to be working. We're taking the polluted oxygen here from the bottom. Yeah, at least I can see the turbine here. Good, that means we can now take apart the wind tunnel there and maybe replace it with a sauna right there, a hot tub. That's what I actually meant. So the hot tub is gonna go right there, and this is not gonna be needing any power. Well, it actually does, but I think it will also require steam or maybe just hot water. Now I think to make this a little bit nicer, I'm gonna reroute the wires here to go through the flooring. The hot tub is gonna require 200 lumber. That should be easy. I do believe we have at least a little bit, but unfortunately it's not on this planetoid. Oh, I wonder where we have the lumber. I know, it's not on the 3rd and 2nd planetoid either, so we found it somewhere else. So the hot tub will have to wait a little bit until I ship those resources over. Now here we have our saltwater geyser going for it. How do we do this? I think I will have to replace these tiles first, and then we're gonna be losing a little bit of that liquid. So yeah, we probably have to focus a little bit on making the glass. So let's give this here a little bit more of a priority. Well, actually we are crafting quite a bit. So I'm guessing the glass automatically is being delivered. What do I have set up here? Yeah, the glass is being delivered automatically over to the hotel planetoid. So that will eventually be taken care of. But having an aquarium right there is actually perfect. It's just gonna take a little bit of time to initially set it up, but we're gonna be fine. Good. While we wait on the glass, let's see if we get some new blueprints. I'm mostly looking for different types of drywall. Bright retro wall pot, no thank you. We got a violet glitter Atmo belt. Jeez, okay, that is actually pretty cool. Violet glitter Atmo gloves, so fitting gloves. Mealy teal planter box. Watermelon glovelets. Digital Satsuma, so that is a drywall. Okay, interesting. Some hype gym socks, and that was it. So at least we did get a new type of drywall, and I wonder if I could use them here. Actually, does that ooh, I can rotate the pattern. That could be a good thing or a bad thing because it could cost me a lot of time. But if I do something like this, then we can do a really nice pattern, right? I just have to rotate it like so. Okay, that makes sense. So every other block is gonna be one of these, and I kind of want to make sure they line up in the center. And the center is approximately here somewhere. Let me do that here as well. So this would be the first block, and then we keep on going. So every other block would be one of those guys. And now hopefully, no, it doesn't add up. So I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so these two right here are the center. I'm just gonna mark them with something else, and then this will make the pattern symmetrical. Okay, let's try that here as well. I got my second row done, and what are we gonna do with the third one? Are we just gonna keep on going? I guess so. Yeah, now we can have like the plus sign here. Gosh, I love this tiling. It's just unfortunate. It's just gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, for now, I'm just gonna do the upper portion here in order to check out whether or not it is something I like. And then, if possible, we also still want to go ahead and replace this transit tube here with a crossing. So eventually we can actually make this a proper underwater hotel. Okay, I'm making good progress. I experimented around a little bit with having all glass floors for each of the levels here, but I decided to only have the glass floors for the aquarium itself. And I also made this airflow tile so the CO2 has a way to flow down. Now we're just gonna patiently wait until this is filling up a little bit more, and maybe on the top we can have some decorations. And of course we are just gonna try to make this look like an aquarium, eventually fill it up with a bunch of fish. Now we cannot really have the tropical pacu. That would have been great because of the saltwater theme, but I think eventually it's just gonna be too cold for them. Still, we can put some effort into it and try. It's a little bit unfortunate that you can see the cable behind this, and also that I cannot drag the cable through the neutronium, but that's just how it is. I also completely ran out of granite, so I sent over some from the main planetoid where we still have lots. So right now we can keep on going with the next level, which is still gonna be another great hall in order to wrap up this part of the base. Have some doors, have some glass, and then we're gonna go with the same decorations here. You know, I've been thinking if we only had one wind tunnel, then we could actually get it through with just one conductive wire, and we wouldn't have to use the ugly wires here. And I think that might actually be worth it. You know, I've been thinking too much like a normal working dupe schedule, but technically they will have downtime all the time. They will be able to use the vertical wind tunnels whenever during the day, and so they are not stressed. And since 3 duplicants can do it at once, we probably get away with this. 2 hot tubs I think are better either way. The hot tub itself is gonna take 240 watts, so that should be possible, and we can get away with these cables. That means though I probably want to power the transit tube from above. Maybe we could do it a little bit more hidden through the wall there, and also have this wire here go through the floor. In the meantime, we should have some petroleum ready for shipping. Let's see, we still have the polluted water in there. Well, that is unfortunate, but we got 13 tons of petroleum here and another 9 tons, so we're gonna ship that over. I also brought some rat pills for Gossman, so everything should be fine, just delivering some petroleum, taking back some fresh water again. Also, I think eventually I want to make the wind tunnel here just 1 tile high, since the air is going to be pushed out here. You can see that if we line it up, the air is going to be pushed out to the top tile there. And then technically we could enclose this, just have this 1 tile high. I just got to make sure that we first clean it all up. Do I have some new blueprints? Did they just unlock again? I thought we printed everything. Basic gray gloves. Oh, okay, that was it. How disappointing. In the meantime, the saltwater geyser is doing its thing. Eventually, it's gonna be so full, like here with the upper tile, that it cannot emit anymore. And that's when we start cooling down the saltwater to the temperature we actually want. Right now, of course, it's cooking the base a little bit. And I guess we just gotta make sure to pick all of this up as quickly as possible. Okay, this is gonna take a really long time to actually cool down, but then we still have all of this water that is gonna fill up the funnel all around the hotel, and it's also still very hot. So we're gonna encounter this problem in the future as well. But right now, I just wanna see this here cleared up so that we can make the layer and kind of complete this. Actually, instead of cleaning this up, what we could also do is have these just be be airflow tiles, right? That would actually make it much easier. So I can build the airflow tiles and then another layer right there. Looks like I'm gonna need to send over a little bit more gold and maybe even granite. Just gonna do it. And I think to stylize this a little bit more, I'm just gonna set up more of these airflow tiles. Even though they technically lowered the decor value, I think it looks nifty. Looks like Nisbet managed to trap herself once again. May is coming to the rescue. Wonderful. Oh, what happened here? No, looks like my rocket melted a whole bunch of things. What did I have here? Liquid loader, unloader. Yeah, it actually managed to melt everything here. Super confused about that because that's how I set up the other rocket. Ah, of course. I also used obsidian here, and I probably also used a crappy material. So I built the other one out of gold. Now I'm gonna build it out of cobalt, which is gonna be slightly better. Wonderful. Now my liquids can freely flow again. That's what I'm talking about. And just in the nick of time. Look at that. We almost ran out of petroleum, but now new petroleum is incoming. That probably means I should also go ahead and reactivate our petroleum line, which I have right there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, nice. I really like that. Now it actually looks like part of the contraption and the air can just flow back into the system, basically. Now I'm wondering, maybe I'm wasting a little bit of space here and we could just have two hot tubs like on top of each other. Or maybe instead of two hot tubs, we could now have the beach chairs, like two of those beach chairs right here. Come on, right here and there. Actually, we might need two spaces in between for the sun lamp right there, and then have another beach chair, but I do not want to build them out of sandstone. Let's go for ceramic. Yeah, something like that, but I kind of want to elevate the lamp a little bit. I think that would look niftier. So I have this lamp a little bit higher up, something along these lines. Yeah, honestly, I think that is much more fitting, and we can just fill up the room here with a painting maybe. Let's see, landscape, canvas, something along these lines. Yeah, just put it right there. And then I guess we can just have some crown molding right here to wrap everything up. Oh no, the sun lamp takes another 960 watts. This is just incredible. Okay, we'll have to distribute this well. Let's say this guy here is powering up the wind tunnel and maybe also the bathtub here. Then we have this cable here, which now again would make sense to run through here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna suck. But it's gonna be no problem for my proficient duplicants. Except they got themselves trapped now because this isn't charging anymore. Well done, well done. Well, I guess for now we can just hook it up like so. Okay, time to switch from gold to some more granite. Gonna restrict that, and you give me maybe some ceramic first and then also a little bit of granite. No, Nisbet, what are you doing? Just disable that right away. Come on, freaking slackers. Okay, not too shabby. I continued with the wallpaper all the way around the eventual water shaft. Nah, that's probably not what I'm gonna call it in the end. Either way, we still have to seal this off and probably make our way in from the top eventually. And also we need to find a way to get rid of the overpressure that is building up here. But yeah, now that I delivered some iron over the course of the previous episodes over to the main planetoid, I'm capable of crafting some more steel that we're gonna send over right away. Actually, I first need to wait on enough granite, so as soon as this number goes up a little bit, then I know I can build all of my tiles here. Now, this might or might not be my final design. Maybe I'm just gonna cut it off here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we could do something like that, kind of round it off. Or just that, or just that. Yeah, let me try to get rid of these guys. See if that is a little bit better. Now we have a nice spa room with a vertical wind tunnel. What we need next is an entertainment room with the jukebox and the arcane cabinets. And then maybe we're also gonna set up the espresso machine and the soda fountain. Or, you know, technically we could have another such room. Now I feel like we have way more than enough space to set everything up. There's actually one thing that I neglected. I think that was also mentioned in the comment section, and that is the mechanical surfboard. That would actually be fitting here, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna set that up in another room in this case. And also I feel like we could set up a gym room, maybe with a bunch of manual generators. There's also the juicer that I forgot about. We should add that. A party line phone that could also be fitting in the arcade room. And other than that, I think it's just decoration that is missing. So maybe right here we're gonna set something up like a gym. This doesn't need to be too large of a room, just enough space to set up a power generator, and then also probably something like a portrait that acts like a television frame or so they can watch TV while actually training. And of course, in order for these guys to even be utilized, we will have to set up some lights, and then I guess just connect this with a wire. I'm gonna go all out with a conductive wire. Looks like we can have 3 of these generator setups. It's not like the duplicants will be using them unless we actually set up a little bit of work time for them. But we can either roleplay or indeed set up a little bit of work time, so in that time they will be using this setup. And then I can still have my door here, maybe a little metal block as well. And we can keep going with another transit tube. Oh, okay, that's why I need my rooms to be at least 4 high, so I can get a proper transit tube access point. Why do you always have to do this to me? Okay, we can switch this around, no problem. Just take everything apart. Actually, the gym should have a water cooler, but on the other side I have so many water coolers. I also have many metal blocks. I guess it's thematically fitting here, so I'm gonna go with it. And now I actually have the space for my transit tube access point, and I should also be able to power this up. Now I'm gonna run into issues for almost every level when it comes to power. This power wire, just 2000 watts, is just not gonna cut it. I will find a way, we'll see. Maybe we'll have to do something with scheduling the individual duplicants the correct way so they don't get into each other's way. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to completely control it. And we might have to set up even more transformers, I'm not sure yet. I mean, something we could definitely do is get a large cable in here, and this would allow us to set up a couple more transformers here at the bottom, which might not be the worst of ideas, and I think we should do that. So everything is ready. So all I want is my power wire to continue, and I think eventually I would like it to be here. So we're gonna reroute this a little bit. Unreachable food, that doesn't sound good. Did you eat everything? No, wait, what kind of food do I have in here? Excellent fruit, omelette, berry sludge. Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, May, you absolute idiot. Come on. You guys have absolutely no discipline. And Lyra also has unpermitted food and power issues. Oh, what's going on? She can't fix the power transformer because she doesn't have any gold. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to react. I think it might be easier to deconstruct this and then build it out of a different material that I actually have. Like lead should be fine. That should be a problem out of the way. And then we just have to send over a little bit of food. Gonna send over a little bit of surf and turf, that should be fine. And I just wanna make sure we actually send it to the correct planetoid here. A little bit of granite is gonna go its way, but then the food should follow shortly. You know, if we also set up power transformers here at the bottom, it might be more convenient to have the wire on the top, honestly. I should probably do that. Just have the wires on the top and get rid of these guys. And I think in this case, we're just gonna take a couple of power transformers. We could even go with the lower tier, but I think it's gonna look a bit better if they are all the same. And then I guess we can start setting up a bunch of these transformers. Let me actually get started from this side so we don't set up too many. I think 3 of them are gonna be absolutely fine. Now maybe to make everything a little bit clearer, we're just gonna get rid of these cables for the time being. Yeah, probably all the way up to here. No, we can keep this. Alrighty, so far so good. I'm just waiting for a couple more materials. Also have to send over a little bit more of the cobalt. I'm gonna actually take apart some of these transformers and put them on a different level. Now that I, for instance, not gonna need this transformer here anymore, switching this around makes much more sense. And then we have all of these power transformers to take care of the initial machinery, maybe a couple more power transformers to take care of some other stuff if we cannot get everything in one line. This is mostly going to be true for everything we have inside of the entertainment area, since that is going to require an awful lot of power. Now, to sustain all of this power, we also need a couple of tricks up our sleeves. Like right now, I'm already using up my petroleum again. I think it's time to still set up a couple of solar panels maybe. I actually wonder, maybe we could do the same trick to just set up a whole bunch of solar panels and stack them on top of each other. Though if we did that, yeah, we probably want to do it here. That is a good thing. Let's build this out of gold. That's gonna be fine. Let's maybe put this to the test right away. There it is. Wonderful. We're gonna set up a new rocket, and I don't think it actually matters in this case. All we need to make sure is to build one of these solar panels. We have almost 4 tons of glass, which is good news. We can just go ahead and set up as many of these as we can, and then maybe even already get rid of the engine. Is that gonna work? Oh no, I think I made a mistake. Let's put the engine back, see if that actually works, and we might also have to set up a few ladders. But if we can stack them up like this, they're definitely worth more than just one solar panel. And if I'm not mistaken, that is approximately the size of a solar panel. Yeah, look at that. The same size as the rocket platform. Oh no, I should build the ladders on the other side. Darn it. Of course, that makes a lot of sense once we want to replace this with heavy watt conductive wires. Now, I don't really like to build it out of gold, but it honestly doesn't matter. At this point, we have so much gold that we can definitely afford it. Okay, looks like this actually works exactly the same way. I could probably stack it up even more, but I'm missing the glass material, which will be sent over from the main planetoid. I think we're still crafting. No, actually, we stopped crafting. So let's craft some more, and this will be automatically sent over in order for us to build some more of these. I think this is gonna support our system quite a bit, at least during the day. But yeah, I would say with that out of the way, I'm actually gonna wrap things up. Nispet is now radiation vomiting. That is absolutely no issue and also no surprise. I think the next time we're gonna wrap everything up with the entertainment area. We're also gonna design a couple of backgrounds for these and then finish with designing the aquarium. Once we got all of that, we can think about our plan how to fill this up with water using our source here. I kind of intend to open this up for a brief second and see if we can get this to fill up. But yeah, I guess we'll see about that. And with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.